back here. In case you need to go, we'll be back here at in 5 hours, right? 5:30 Eastern time, 4:30 Central time for the same material again. And want to thank everyone for being here for Caring Communications, Kind Hearts, Art of the Apology. Krista, tell us what we're going to be learning today.
Okay. This module teaches teams how to deliver sincere, meaningful, and effective apologies using the Caring Communication module. It focuses on how to align apologies with care, knowledge, care, and how to transform difficult moments into opportunities to build trust, connection, and a stronger culture of care.
Perfect. Exactly. So anybody can say sorry. Sorry. But we're going to talk about how to make those apologies more meaningful and sincere and more effective, and how to turn it into action steps. If this is your first time with us at Caring Communication, again, this is a National Red Cross program, and all Red Crossers here in Donor Services Biomed get some version of the Caring Communication training. This one right here today, live, is specifically geared toward blood donor ambassadors. But there are versions of this that go out to the collection staff, to the transportation staff, to everyone in between. The purposes are to make caring visible by incorporating skills, initiatives, and behaviors, serving internal and external customers at all levels in every interaction, creating caring culture every day. Red Cross Caring Communication. And this is our 5th one, I think, of the fiscal year. We do this every 2 months or so. And so, yeah, thanks for joining us. Okay. Kristen.
Okay. It's a little small.
It is a little small.
Okay. Let's see. It is important to acknowledge that apologizing can sometimes be difficult or uncomfortable as we explore how to offer a meaningful apology to restore trust, build connection, and strengthen our culture of care. And a meaningful apology goes beyond sorry to make things right. It requires you to take ownership, show empathy, and use willingness. It is important to acknowledge that apologizing can sometimes be difficult or uncomfortable. Now, let's see. Do I just click here?
Yeah, click here again. Okay, it's a pause question.
Pause question.
It's a pause question.
What does a meaningful apology look like to you? You can come off mute, raise your hand, throw it in the chat. What does a meaningful apology look like to you?
I like it when it comes with eye contact. I like my apologies like my thank yous. I like it when someone looks at me and says, I'm so sorry about that.
I like it when you can tell the authenticity of it, the sincerity of it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not saying it just to say it. You truly mean it, and you can figure that out through body language too. If someone's crossing their arms and not looking at you, I doubt they mean it. So
Thomas Hudson it's typed in, a sorry that acknowledges my problems and we're both trying to fix it. Yeah, that we're on the same team.
Yeah.
Cooperation is not comprehension is not a prerequisite to cooperation. So you don't have to necessarily understand all the ins and outs of an issue or of someone else's issue to pitch in and help. So yeah, thank you. April Vanderbilt. Hey, April's here. April, yay.
I agree with April on being specific. When somebody just apologizes and don't say what they apologize for. If you've ever been married, I'm sorry, husbands do this sometimes, maybe wives too, but they just say, I'm sorry. And you're like, do they know what they're apologizing for?
Yeah, exactly. It's that's a good point. It's very easy to say sorry.
Yeah. Flip it on them.
It's an easy word. Yeah, exactly. But to be specific, I'm so sorry that you had to deal with this fill in the blank, specific thing.
Should I read these right here so we can get the pain analogy?
Yeah. Pain analogies. We got a lot of good pain analogies today.
So take ownership. You are holding the brush. You take responsibility. Show empathy. You choose the colors and strokes carefully. You consider others' feelings and use willingness. You actively paint and adjust. You're making it better, not just saying it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes, not just saying it. We're going to work together to make it better. The 5 steps of a meaningful apology. Number 1, acknowledge the situation. You don't have to completely understand or even agree with it, but acknowledge the situation, acknowledge someone else's hardship. Express genuine remorse, which, like I said, still doesn't mean that you necessarily agree with what's going on, but express genuine remorse. And I struggle with eye contact in all parts of my life. But yeah, I like it when someone really looks me in the eye and gives me that genuine, I am so sorry about this thing that happened today. Demonstrate understanding. Very important in our roles that we are understanding and that we have enough knowledge in our roles to be understanding and to help with every situation. And then number 4, move to action. So at the end of every meaningful apology, not just an I'm sorry, or I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. Oh gosh, please don't say that.
Ooh,
I
my
can't stand it
favorite.
when someone
It's
says that.
outside of my job.
Yeah. Don't do that. A move to action and a show of appreciation. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for being here. What can we do? Because there's always something.
Yeah.
If the blood drive is running late or the blood drive gets canceled or someone gets deferred, there's always something, and we'll talk about that in more detail, always something that you can do in your role that I can do in my role to help or to attempt to help
Right.
that situation. Yeah, I have a story from Friday. I have a story from Friday about doing that. I do. I'm going to wait till it comes up though. But yeah, 5 steps. Following this flow helps keep conversations calm, builds trust, and ensures that the other person feels heard and respected while keeping the interaction focused and productive. Capital P for productive. Let's make sure that the apology leads to action and is productive. Oh, pause question. Sorry.
Oh.
The pause question.
We paused.
I know the pause question. The pause question is, which steps do you personally find the easiest or the hardest? I think it can be hard to express genuine remorse sometimes, because sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't relate as well to someone else's issue. So it can be hard to express it. But I think the move to action is instinctively easy for me. I want to fix it. I want to make it better.
Yeah, there should always be an action point.
Thomas said action over words, 100%. Our actions that define us. Batman Begins. And then Joanna said facial expressions that demonstrate that you're hearing their concern. Yeah, be aware of your facial expressions. We do a lot of smiling at these, but there's certain moments where maybe you shouldn't smile.
Right.
So yeah, be aware of that. Fantastic feedback, y'all. Thank you.
All right, let's see. So acknowledging the situation. The first step is to acknowledge what's happening in the moment. This shows the other person that you're present and paying attention, not dismissing or ignoring their concerns. It helps immediately de-escalate tension. You don't need to overcomplicate it. Just recognize what you're seeing and hearing. So key takeaways. Show you're listening and that their experience matters. So examples could be, I can see this has been really frustrating for you. It sounds like this hasn't gone the way you expected, or I understand this situation has been very difficult. Does anybody have any other ones they want to shout out?
For
Crystal, this is
acknowledging the
Andrea.
situation. Hey, Andrea.
Hey.
How are you?
We're so good. How's the weather where you are today, Andrea?
The weather? Oh, it's good. It's sunny today. Thank goodness. It's been raining the whole
it's a
weekend, but
little
it's sunny
We
today.
got a little bit. We got a little bit now. Okay. Well, thanks for being here, Andrea. Did you have an example of acknowledging situations?
I kind of like wanted to combine the slide before in this one. So, because I'm very big on active listening, and it irks me to know that I'm talking to someone and they're not paying attention. They're not looking at me. And sometimes some of the things we say is just so automatic to say. I understand and I'm nodding and this, and I'm really not hearing anything they're saying.
Right.
You're right.
So,
Yeah. Including the
it's-
word sorry. It becomes automatic
Exactly.
in certain things.
so it's
I'm
nothing more
not going to
frustrating
call
to.
out any businesses, but yeah, I've definitely been to places where there's just this constant sorry,
Can't
Right.
do anything about
All
it.
yeah.
And that's worse. I can't
Yeah,
do anything.
exactly.
Oh no.
Right. The words have to have meaning.
But for me, it's nothing worse than to know that the person is really not answering, really not focused or actively listening. They're just kind
Yeah.
of,
Doing other
yeah.
things.
Hurry up and get this through so we can move on, kind of a thing. I don't like that at all.
Right. They're on a headset listening to something
Yes.
else. Yeah. Excellent point. Thank you, Andrea. And thanks for joining us today. Always
You're
good to have you.
welcome.
Andrea Bent, for those that don't know her, has some of the best feedback on these whenever she's on. So a wealth of good knowledge about caring communications. Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you.
Uh,
I learn. I like to share what I learn.
Yes, and we like to learn what you share. So thank you. Step 2. This is step 2, right? Yeah, step 2, expressing genuine remorse. So to show empathy and concern without assigning blame. Please don't become a finger pointer. Please don't. And that includes, I don't mean the person right in front of you. I mean, anyone in the situation. Please don't fall back on must be this person's fault or that person's fault. Must be the sponsor's fault. Must be this collection charges, fault. Even if it is, please don't fall back on that finger pointer. We want to be constructive. So show empathy and concern without assigning blame. And some phrases you can use. I'm going to go on your screen. It's so small.
It's so tiny.
It's so small, and I'm so old. I'm sorry this has been frustrating. I'm sorry you had to deal with this. I'm sorry for the inconvenience this situation caused. I'd like so sorry myself. I am so sorry that this has been frustrating for you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you sticking with us and making the effort today, because as many of you know, there's a lot of little things beyond our control that can go wrong, or not go according to plan. Some of our donors come in and they've got their rapid pass done and they've done it a million times and they're in and out of screening in 3 minutes. They're in the chair, fill the bag in 4 minutes, grab some cookies, high five everybody, and say, "Oh, wow, what a great beach towel. Thanks." Sometimes it goes so smoothly, and there are appointments in there and checked in. And then other times, starting from the very beginning, there can be little things. There can be computer issues, Wi-Fi issues, weather, related issues. There can be all kinds of things that can happen that can make someone's experience imperfect. Please be prepared to express genuine remorse and understanding when it goes wrong. Number 3.
All right. Number 3, showing demonstrating understanding, excuse me. It's very small.
It's so small.
Now we reflect what we're hearing to show understanding. This step is about validating their feelings, not agreeing or disagreeing, and showing that their reaction makes sense. So key takeaways: reflect their feelings so they feel heard. Examples: I can see how this would be upsetting. That makes sense given what happened. Anyone in your position would feel the same way. Oh, and I've read all the hearts.
And that's all the hearts.
And that's all the hearts. All right, reflect their feelings so they feel heard. I am sorry this happened to you. I hear what you're saying. We love a Tamikia quote.
I hear
What
what you're saying.
you say is, so we've talked about this before in previous caring communications, but just to go deeper into what we're talking about in terms of the apology.
Jordy, that my greatest irk is the recording message apologizing for my wait when I'm on hold for 524,600 minutes. That's good. Yeah. That casual sorry. Sorry for your wait.
We love
as we continue to leave you on hold because there's no one going to answer your call.
we love the rent quote. When do you ever get like a rent quote? You know, 500,600 minutes.
I didn't even get it. Thank y'all. I was more of a West Side Story guy. Yeah, that's great.
I'm glad I sung on the recording. That's the worst part of it all.
This hits home for me too, because I have two children. I have a 19-year-old son and a 14-year-old daughter, and I love both of them equally. I grew up in a house of boys, and was always into boy things. My father also grew up in a house of boys and was into boy things, but I ended up with a daughter, so I broke the streak on both sides of the family, and I had a daughter, and she's 14. She's about to finish 8th grade. I adore her. But being a 14-year-old girl, there's a lot of things that she has concerns about and gets upset about and has feelings about that I don't always understand.
Right.
And I'm coming to find out that it's like, yeah, that the teenage girls, and I'm not generalizing my specific teenage daughter. She has a lot of concerns and things that I don't fully understand, and I'm doing my best to try and sincerely understand them and reflect those feelings so they feel heard. I did it this morning. I always take her out to the bus. We live out in the sticks, but the bus comes like, right by our house on this kind of rural road. And I took that time this morning, went out there early, and I was doing my best to listening and reflect those feelings that she has, even when I don't completely understand them, trying to be better and more mindful.
Good for
of
you.
This with my teenage daughter.
Good father.
Her name is London, like the city, but not spelled the same. So that's her. There you go. There's my demonstration. Or is that the end of this slide?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Move to action. So after you have acknowledged and reflected those feelings back, and you've given that sincere apology, we're going to move to action. We're going to shift towards actually solving the problem. Okay. This is where we focus on what we can do and not what we can't. It's so easy in our culture to get bogged down with what we can't do, but you are not helpless as a Red Cross representative, as a blood drive. There's a lot of things that you can do. You can move to action and shift from the apology to try to solve the problem. Time for a story. This past Friday, I was in Burlington, North Carolina. If you've ever been to Burlington, lovely area. I don't live there, but
Elon.
it's great. Yeah, Elon, yeah, university's near there. But we were at Burlington at a blood drive, and a gentleman came in. This was toward the end, and he was with his wife, and they were both had appointments, and they were both signed up to donate. And we checked them in one after the other. So the wife went first, clicked him in. Just the timing of the thing, she got called back and went through screening and got in the chair and filled the bag and was basically done. She was one of those perfect, like everything was smooth. He was still in screening.
Oh, wow.
So they came together. She's ready to go. I find out later that they're actually part of the sponsor side when I checked his email address. So they're actually part of the group that hosts this. But she was already done. She's eating Cheez-Its and cookies and looking at her big, beautiful beach towel and talking with me. And he is still in screening, which of course is kind of the one place we can't go. And I knew that there was an issue because he'd been in there a long time, and they had one staff member with him, and that staff member came out and the other staff member went back in, which usually infers a recheck of some kind. Meaning that something that they checked or some of his questions needed a recheck. So he's still in screening. She's ready to go. And I'm like, didn't know exactly what to do. And saying things to her like, oh yeah, thanks for being patient. Sorry it's taking him. And she didn't seem to be upset, but we all knew something was going wrong. He came out a few minutes later, but again, none of our business, but something went wrong in screening. He didn't pass screening after several checks. And he came up to me and said to me, he apologized. He goes, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to reschedule. And I said, oh gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. I know that you were here jumping through all the hoops. We appreciate you. You want to reschedule for the next time we're here or whatever. He said, well, I want to I just want to reschedule for the next first available drive that's here in Burlington. And I was like, oh, so we have those pads, those Book Now pads. But guess what? Neither one of them will work. So
They
they were
weren't
there.
charged.
No, they were charged and they were ready to go, but they couldn't get the drive ID to work. And both two of the staff members had tried and we couldn't get it to do it. So now we feel even worse because this guy's, after they've been there for like an hour with no blood donation, he's patiently looking at me. We're trying to, I can't get the thing to work. So I had that thing. How can I help? So I pulled out the old pen and paper. I got his information and then I pulled up on the internet, just on my phone, Googled it. Red Cross blood drives, Burlington, North Carolina, got one a week from that day, which would be this Friday, in Burlington, same hours, different location. He said, yeah, I'd love it. So I couldn't actually physically sign him up at that point, but you know, he said first available, which I think was like 11:15. It said on the thing, you know, do you want to sign up? So I wrote it down, took all his information, and I said, we'll take care of it. Thank you so much for coming in. Do you want a towel anyway? He said, no, I like to earn it. I'm going to try again next week. Really good guy. So I got all his information. And as soon as and I'm smiling, thanks, everything. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you next week. And as soon as he walked out the door, I called One Level Up, which, you know, for y'all might be one of us. But I called One Level Up and got a hold of the account manager, our DRD account manager, set up the drives and was like, hey, long story short, this is what happened. Can we put this guy in? And that person was like, I'm in the woods. I can't actually do it from here, but I'm going to call this other person, have you call you back. So we shuffled it around, a couple quick action steps with a cell phone and got a hold of the right person. And she was able to get him registered as if we had done it right there. It took a couple extra minutes, but we didn't take up his time. We apologized, got it out of the way. And he has signed up.
Solving the problem.
Yeah, he's signed up. Yeah. And I still don't know what the specific issue is. And again, none of my business. But we were able to get him rescheduled for this Friday so he can come back in and donate and get his towel while his wife works. Okay, other examples. Let's get this resolved. I'm going to take care of this for you, which is kind of a variation of what we did. But I think it would have been really easy to be like, oh, the things aren't working. You know, call this number, but we were able to kind of, you know, help him do it. And then finally, I will follow up with you once I have an answer. And we, you know, did that too, because he got an email. They told me that he got an email verification when they signed him up for that thing. So,
Jamie.
yeah. Yes. Andrea.
This is Andrea. I was going to say that's one of the most important part of all of this is when we say we're going to do it, to actually do it and not drop the ball.
Actually do it.
Then that's one of the most difficult things, especially if you see the person again and they're really upset about it, to make sure we don't drop the ball, that we do follow through with it.
And he was,
That's
by
right.
the way, I don't think he was upset at us. He didn't seem like angry or frustrated. I think he was really disappointed that he was unable to donate. That was my impression. And then I felt kind of helpless too, because I was unable to do a simple thing. But again, we, you know, like you said, we'll take care of it. And we took it seriously. And yeah, within a few minutes of, you know, you just call one up, have that person call one lateral. We were able to get it taken care of. So, yeah. And I feel good about it right now.
Good. Maybe that's why your day is so good.
Maybe I'll stop by. Yeah, I woke up today feeling different. Maybe I'll stop by there on Friday and see. I won't. I'll just call. Okay. Who should you ask in your role if you're in a situation like this and you don't have the answer? Who are some people that you can in your role? And this is for anyone on the call, including staff. We have staff and volunteers. If something like that happens to you, you don't know the answer. What can you do? Who can you contact? Anyone.
This is Andrea again. I was gonna say for me, I'm calling everybody that I know. Somebody's gonna know something. And you know, I'll say, I don't know, but give me a second. I'm gonna find a name, a number, somebody that's gonna be able to point me in the right direction, even if I have to follow through till the end with it, but I'm gonna find somebody.
And maybe even 1-800 Red Cross.
That that too, but
Yeah, yeah.
I hate when
I
someone
think we could solve it better, but yeah,
yes, I don't like getting partial answers or
yeah,
it's not a genuine answer just to let it go. I
Yeah.
don't like that either. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't say an answer if it's a lie. Like if you have no idea if it's, ask somebody before you do the action item.
yes.
Yeah.
I didn't mean better, by the way. I meant more specifically. Like we can solve it more specifically.
Yeah.
And referring to One Eight Red Cross, great resource. Though. Sorry, that came out wrong. You can always call 1-800 Red Cross and get connected with the
Yeah.
right person. But yeah, we can solve it more specifically and right then in that moment. Yeah. Love it. Okay. And then the last one, 5 of 5.
Excuse me. I
Back to you.
I was so lost in the conversation.
I know.
We always close with appreciation. This leaves a positive final impression and reinforces respect. You can thank them for their patience, honesty, or for bringing the issue forward. Ending on appreciation helps turn a potentially negative interaction into a relationship building moment. So key takeaways: end the interaction positively by acknowledging the customer's contribution, patience, or engagement. So for example, thank you for your patience while we work through this. I appreciate you bringing this to my attention. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to address this. So now we have a pause question. There it is. All right. Do you think these steps align with our focus statements? Care, knowledge, care. And if we need a refresher, we can go to the next one that goes over care.
We can go to the next slide. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to acknowledge our good friend Kelly Van Houten is on the call. I just realized. Kelly, we are honored to have you today. I didn't see you there. Thanks for joining us today. Kelly Van Houten is part of our national team who helps organize these things for us. So, Kelly, wonderful to have you. So we'll talk about that more in the next slide. And here it comes right now.
There it is.
Apologies in action. Okay, so this is again this care, knowledge, care, which we talk about frequently as part of caring communication. Okay, a care statement or action, a knowledge statement or action, and then followed up by a care statement or action. So caring is you are acknowledging the situation, you're making them feel heard. Okay, you're expressing genuine remorse. So those first two steps, part of the caring. The knowledge piece, demonstrate understanding and move to action. So easy just to say, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. But that kind of discredits all of us because then we feel, like we don't know what we're doing.
Right.
And that there's nothing we can do. There's always something we can do.
Yeah.
And maybe that something is just a genuine apology, but there's always something we can do as part of that knowledge step. And then the following care step is to show appreciation. And the little pun on the slide, which I didn't see until just now, I'm not brushing it off. Get it? It's a painting. It's all painting themed. It's a painting pun.
Yeah, this
I'm
is
not
a
brushing
whole
this off.
painting theme.
I'm not brushing this off. Our good friend Rebecca Rogers, who's not on this call, works on these slides and makes them all beautiful.
so
for
great.
us. She does great slides. But yeah, I've looked at this a dozen times. I just now saw that. I'm not brushing it off. So you're not brushing it off. You're gonna take ownership and do as much of that as you can. So which should be at the very least a sincere apology and an acknowledgement of someone's hardship or frustration, but hopefully an action step. And hey, you might make a new best friend.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Jamie, I was gonna say sometimes I even say, hey, let me know if you didn't get that call or you didn't get the email or you didn't get whatever.
Yeah,
exactly. Please let me know if no one calls you or contacts you or follows up with you just to make sure it's done.
Yeah, to let them know that you're not brushing them off, that you want to be invested in that. And I think we've probably all made friends and acquaintances that way just by being there for that person.
Definitely.
Okay, pro tips.
All right, pro tips. Choose the right colors to keep your apology sincere, connecting, and moving forward. So here are pro tips for don'ts. Do not add but or if after apologizing. Do not hide behind we when you mean I. Do not explain in ways that deflect responsibility. And don't be vague or overly formal. Do's use I'm sorry and take personal ownership over it. So not the we, but the I.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Use I statements to build connection or rapport. Add appreciation before any explanation. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do such important work. And then be specific about what you're apologizing for. We've talked about this, I'm not going to apologize for something that's not genuine or authentic without eye contact and all the things.
Sorry.
So, yeah, you have to mean it, even if you find one little piece of the situation
Yeah.
that, this is like, I think about my partner and I, we sit there and we always apologize, and we'll sit there for 5 minutes and search sometimes because we're so angry.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you find something. There's always something to apologize for, I believe, personally.
Yeah. And I also want to note, it says, don't hide behind we when you mean I. There are occasions when it is appropriate to use we. And there are occasions and situations where the collective we, is the right answer. But when you're apologizing, particularly in these one-on-one interactions here, we want to make sure that you're, again, taking ownership of that little slice of the situation.
Right.
That I, also we, but I am sorry. What can I do to help you? What can I, Jamie Wright, do to help you right now? Great slide. Okay, more words. Building effective apologies. Communicating positive purpose. Here we say how we say things is just as important as what we say. So how you say it, which is, not just words, but tone, body language, and everything else. So that listen to learn step, okay? We want to pay full attention when someone is talking.
You're looking at me.
Pay full attention when someone is talking. Don't interrupt or think about your reply. Just listen. Oh my gosh, I struggle with this one. I always have that little, talk about me now or I'm going to disappear. It's awful, but I'm working on it. This helps you understand their feelings and needs. Okay. So be right there with them in the moment, listening. Like that.
That's right.
Okay, practice empathy. Try to imagine how the other person feels. Okay. Try and walk a mile in someone's shoes. It can be difficult sometimes to relate to people because people get upset about all different things. And people come from all different backgrounds. And people had all different experiences that day leading up to that moment. But do try and practice empathy and put yourself in their shoes. To the extent that you can. If someone is upset, think about how you would feel in that same place. Again, we all have different thresholds for that sort of thing. Show that you care by using kind words and offering to help. And then reflect those feelings back. Repeat back what the person has said in a simple way. Our friend Tamiki always says, what I hear you saying. Yeah, what I heard you saying, guys. Which is great. And she does it in a beautiful, authentic way.
It does.
And I've called her with concerns and she'll say, she listens to the whole thing. She lets me get it all out. And it says, what I hear you back. Reflecting it back. This shows you're listening and that you understand. It also helps build teamwork. We're all on the same side. So you came to me with a concern and I listened and I reflected it back. So it sounds like the concern is this. Now we're all on the same team. We're not opposing forces anymore. These are great core skills.
So Jamie,
yes.
So if I'm saying I'm sorry and I'm like, what? I said I'm sorry. What's the problem? What is wrong with that?
Yeah.
I said I was sorry, didn't I?
Yeah. Exactly. That's it.
You should be glad I took the time to say sorry. What's the problem?
You have a problem with me, Andrew? Yeah, no, exactly. And we've all either been a part or heard or overheard those where those go wrong for that same reason, because folks get defensive and the other person gets more defensive. Make sure that sorry means something and has action steps, not just sorry. I said I was sorry. Gosh, that's the worst, isn't it? I
Yeah.
thought I was sorry. Oh, there's a pause question. Gosh, these pause questions keep getting me. The pause question is, how has clear, caring communication help you build trust in your role? And we'll open this up to say not necessarily or only volunteering at the Red Cross, although we appreciate you all for doing so. But how has clear, caring communication help you build trust at work or in your family or with your partner? Anyone want to share?
Anybody? Well, for me, this is just a constant reminder, like you were saying, to actively listen.
Yeah,
You know, it's just, you know, even if you forgot the care, knowledge, care piece, you know, actively listening, doing the body language, you know, these are all parts of it. And that's helped me in my relationships.
my wife frequently calls me out for being in my own little world.
Yeah.
And you know what? She's right. I am frequently thinking about 6 other things while she's trying to tell me something important, like when the electrician is coming. That's earlier today. I missed it. Electrician's coming early on Thursday, by the way. But yeah, but I was
remind you.
yeah, exactly. I was nodding and listening, and I was not as focused as I should have been. And she called me out on it, and she was right. So yeah, clear, caring communication. But I did turn it around. Yeah, and electrician is coming
That's
early on
right.
Thursday to fix that light outside. Oh, this is you.
All right. So effective apologies is further strengthened by when you and by when and how to use your meaningful message. Goodness gracious.
Words.
It's just a lot.
It's a lot of words.
At times, the overuse of I'm sorry can place a negative feel to a situation when reframing the situation to offer a thank you can leave leave a positive light to the situation by putting the focus on the other person.
Yes.
So pause question. We love these. What is the impact of a quick thank you versus the use of I'm sorry multiple times?
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely overuse I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I do it I use thank you like it's going out of style.
Yeah.
People just stop answering me at some point.
Yeah. And using too many I'm sorry's can also, like you said, make you sound like you don't know
Yeah.
what you're doing. Yeah, I think I think either can be negative, positive, quick thank yous and I'm too many I'm sorry's. I mean, sometimes the situation may call for something quick, but yeah, do try and make it meaningful and make them count instead of saying sorry, 50 times. Make that sorry count and mean something. Hey, let's practice. I'm sorry you've been waiting so long. Okay, is the sorry statement. The thank you statement. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate your dedication to donating. Both good. The thank you statement sounds better. Let's have again. I'm sorry you've been waiting so long versus thank you for your patience. I really appreciate your dedication to donating. Thank you for sticking with us.
That's a good
Would you like another juice? What's 4 ounces amongst friends? Of tasty grape juice. Okay. Sorry statement. I'm sorry that you're not able to donate today, which is fine. Better. Thank you for coming in to donate today. Thank you for coming in today. Thank you for coming in and making the effort. Thank you for coming in and trying. Even better. Sorry statement. I'm sorry for this deferral, which I kind of always wait for them to tell me that they were deferred. I never want to assume that. Sorry for this deferral. Thank you for your time and effort. People love to be thanked for their time. I love to be thanked for your time. Thank you for your time. Krista, thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time. This past, how long have you done this?
2 years.
Thank you for your time this past 2 years. Little segue here. This is Krista's last Caring Communication with us in the immediate future. She's rotating to another exciting assignment. Sounds like you guys might be stuck with me though. See, I was going to sneak it in there somewhere. Krista, thank you for your time. I'm going to do this publicly in front of our 32 friends. Thank you for your time with Caring Communication these past 2 years. We couldn't have done it without you.
I'll miss our podcast. We never named it.
We never named it.
No,
Now it's too late.
yeah.
Thank you for your time and effort. It just sounds better. Any of these statements can be appropriate for different things. Those thank you statements, if you can make an apology turn into a thank you statement, sounds even better. Read those loud and clear. Thank you for coming in today. I always like to put in also, we'll see you next time. Hey, thanks for coming in. Sorry it didn't work out. We'll see you next time, though. And if you're at a fixed site, you could be like, hey, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow or the next day. Because fixed sites tend to be open consecutive days. Okay, more pro tips.
All right, pro tips. A meaningful apology is often the best way to acknowledge and diffuse a situation. I love the word reframing. Reframing a situation will change your outlook and the other person's. Making someone feel seen, heard, and appreciated builds trust, reduces anxiety, and builds cooperation. And then finally, showing appreciation will leave a lasting effort or impact.
Yeah. Because we're all on the same team.
We're all on the same team. We all want the same ending.
Yeah, because
Save lives.
when you've heard them out and you're trying to help them, yeah, now we're all working together. Now we're all one Red Cross. Donors and volunteers and staff all together. Okay, hey, you're almost there, kids.
Last one.
Last one. It's got a lot of words again, but you're almost there. Okay, building effective apologies. Okay, these are nonverbal differences. There may be times when any of these are appropriate, but we're gonna go from kind of a low end to a high end here. A forced apology. Sometimes you should and need to give a quick apology. In this case, the shoulders are lowered, the eyes shift down. It's not a lot of warmth to it. Tone tends to be lowered. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
We gotta bring the shoulders down.
That's good. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. This is my nephew in timeout right here. That's what that is. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Communicating with purpose. Or you can have an open posture, eye contact, gentle smile, slight nods, comforting soft tone, listening. Again, beware of the smile. Sometimes your smile might be, don't smile at the wrong things. Don't smile all the time. Sometimes things are serious. People have serious concerns, even if they're just serious to them. Take that seriously.
How about that Smile movie?
I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either, but all that he does is just smile.
I like stuff like that. I like horror movies, but yeah, I didn't
This
see
is
that.
such a side note.
I didn't see that. Yeah, open posture, eye contact, yeah, smile, nod. I brought this up before. I'm in addition to being a fan of movies, there's this low budget filmmaker slash podcaster slash he owns all these comic book stores, guy from New Jersey named Kevin Smith.
Jersey.
Made a movie called Clerks years ago. Famous. He's a Silent Bob from Jay and Silent Bob. That's not for everybody. However, he does all these interviews and podcasts and things. He does anytime some big pop culture thing comes out. Every time they make a new comic book movie, he's always brought in to be interviewed because he's kind of the local expert on comic books and pop culture. And I have noticed, and I try and emulate, whenever he's in there listening to this, he has this eye contact, gentle smile, slight nods. He has this real genuine, sincere, and he can sustain it, and his eyes go up and he really listens to people when they ask questions and talk and lets them finish. He's very, very good at that. He's probably on YouTube and stuff. Kevin Smith. He's a little vulgar, but he's not mean-spirited. But he's an interesting guy and he really listens and nods and kind of lights up like this. And I thought of him when this came up. And then finally, the meaningful thank you. Okay, so at the end, we've done the apology, we're communicating the meaningful thank you. Shoulders up, head up, eye contact, smiling, encouraged, tone is up and positive, okay? So things didn't work out, that we thank you for coming in today. We thank you for making the effort. Hey, we're gonna see you next time.
No pointing.
Would you like one of these towels anyway? Some people really get excited about the t-shirts and the towels, other people don't. But if you have enough to spare, and if it's okay with your collection staff, sometimes we can give them a little thank you anyway. And keep that positive. So again, those are mostly nonverbals, and how you sit, and how you nod, and how you look, where your eyes are, where your mouth is, where your shoulders are. But be aware of those, because those little things can make a difference. Even if your words are the same, with your sorry and thank you and see you next time, how you're sitting and looking and interacting can be that make or break. And ladies and gentlemen, at 1:17 p.m., we're going to finish another 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. So good to have all of you. If you are a Red Cross volunteer with us, be sure to record one full hour of training time on your volunteer connection counts for this today. If you don't put in your own hours or don't know how, give us one of a call, your BVUE rep in whatever area you're in. And I'm going to speak for the collective group now, we would be happy to put that hour in for you. Also, big shout out to all of our staff members who joined today. We're not kicking you out. We're going to hang out for a couple minutes for any additional questions or comments, but I am going to stop the recording. And if you joined us here at the last minute, because something went wrong, because things go wrong, we'll be back here at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time for the same presentation. Might be even better then, who knows?
We'll strive.
All right. But otherwise, you guys are free to go. Thanks for joining. Thanks for everything you do to help promote the mission of the American Red Cross. If you want to hang on for any questions, comments, we're stopping recording now and hope to see you again soon.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.